Hell's Kitchen, Season 22, Episode 4 review. Well, good people, it was my plan to post this review a lot sooner than I did, but President Biden had other plans. Nevertheless, it'll be my job to go over what happened during this episode, and I'll also discuss who I feel stands the best chance of making it to the Black Jacket round. So without any further delay, let's jump right in. During this episode's first challenge, the chefs have to create an elevated take on American comfort food, and the teams get to take turns choosing which chef from the opposing team they want to face off against. The foods that they have to cook are a cheeseburger, chicken wings, pizza, spaghetti and meatballs, mac and cheese, a lobster roll, Philly cheesesteak, and fried chicken. Throughout this challenge, I was surprised to see Demir, Mateus, and Brad make very tasty dishes. Demir has been somewhat under the radar since the first episode, but I can see him being this season's sterling. Mateus and Brad had their moments in episode 3, but they blew Chef Gordon away with their tasty dishes for this episode. If I had to give a WTF award for this challenge, it would have to go to either Ronisha or Atoya. Ronisha was tasked with making an elevated pizza dish, and instead, she makes some sort of pizza dip with fried pizza dough for chips. I've never seen such sorcery before, but Atoya was tasked with making a spaghetti and meatballs dish, and all she really did was swap out the pasta for her basic dish. And as expected, Gordon called her out on it. But when it was all said and done, the blue team won the challenge by a point. Now after Gordon told the blue team what their reward for winning would be, it didn't take Melissa very long to use her punishment pass and have Jason take her place. In my opinion, Melissa used that punishment pass a little too soon, because I foresee the red team losing several more challenges, and I foresee the punishments getting a lot worse. But Jason was up to his usual antics for this episode, and in addition to making the worst dish on the blue team for the challenge, Jason also made a few enemies on the red team during his antics for the punishment. So when we finally get to dinner service, the good news is that both teams finished their dinner service. But the bad news is that both teams made several mistakes. On the red team, Ronisha went off in La La Land when handling her apps for a bit, but Gordon reeled her in pretty quickly. Sammy made a rare mistake in overcooking her halibut, but she was able to bounce back pretty quickly. And Sandra was chewed out for her reoccurring issues with communication. But the blue team had even more significant issues. Mateus continued to serve raw lobster to Gordon, Ryan served raw lamb, and Jason tried to improvise the wrong way when cooking his steak dishes. Nevertheless, the blue team lost, and they nominated Mateus and Jason for elimination. Gordon ultimately eliminated Mateus, which I thought was the right move because Mateus has become a liability for the blue team. And while Jason was spared, he is definitely working on borrowed time right now. I still firmly believe that Jason is a plan on the show, and he's only on the show to keep the drama going. But I can see him being the next guy to get eliminated from the blue team, unless Brad messes up. Now when it comes to which chef will make it to the Black Jacket round, my picks are largely the same from last week. But when it comes to which of these chefs have displayed leadership skills the best, I will say that Danya and Jonathan are the top of their class for the episode. I think that Jermaine, Ryan, and Sammy are good cooks, but I'm still waiting to see how they lead the team while under pressure. I think that Melissa and Lee are the wild cards of the bunch. They can both cook, but I have a feeling that one of these chefs will make a mistake during the later part of the season, and one mistake will send them home. But these are my thoughts for episode 4, and this marks the end of my video. If you have any questions or comments related to the episode or the review, feel free to leave them below in the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply to everybody. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Peace.